Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. 15. They've got a man in motion. Mahomes trying again after the pick. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it down to a single point. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. It kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right, at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
57. Working inside the red zone. They'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Yellow. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 33 on 2nd down. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Attack.
He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Fire down these two.
2nd down run by Pacheco. He's 4A up the middle, and that's about 3. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Mahomes. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
He's still going at the 30. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Strike.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Yellow.
Throwing now from the gun. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Again, Mahomes to throw. He's got it. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Daniels on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. They get 27 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets this forward to the 19. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his right. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. He tries to sneak it, and they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Chased out to his right. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Yellow. Tarzan.
Here's Mahomes now. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Now it's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. Play action, Mahomes. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. He's on the move. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and short, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. It's fielded at the 14. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running right is Pacheco. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by Burton. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Chiefs. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11.
Fire down these two.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete left side. Nearly an interception on that play. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
15. Yellow.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 6-yard run, and now they've got 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And they can't add 3 onto that 5-point lead.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throwing deep towards the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ooh, incomplete there on second down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Again, Daniels to the air. Taking a shot for the end zone. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs push the lead up to 12. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Now Daniels off the play action. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Commanders trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Yellow.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards there, but still a lot of digging left to do. It's 3rd and really long. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down from the gun. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes it in at the 21. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Cut out left. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Hold on these two.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yellow.
It's Pacheco again. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Buying some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's on the move. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's a give up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Oh, put some heat on this. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow, yellow. Martin.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 5 on that. Second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5.
Yellow. Martin.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead to 8. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He's going to push one deep down the... He's got it deep downfield. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Return.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now.
15. Hey, 15.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Yellow.
Right back to Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
Easy.
Play action, Mahomes. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Back to throw Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And this one does not go far.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Yellow.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Pacheco gets it from the gun, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2.
Yellow.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard
Attack.
line.
15, yellow. Right side.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Grow the lead to 7. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs grow their lead to 8.
Commanders 42.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this out to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Right side.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3
Yellow.
at the 18-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 4. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Right side.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Yellow.
2nd and 6 coming up here. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs leading by 8. Second and 6 coming up here. This is Pacheco. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a 1-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.